Why does your body feel like it has gained a few kilograms every morning when you haven't gained any weight at all? Have you ever climbed a few flights of stairs and felt like you just ran a marathon? Or every morning when you get out of bed, your legs feel heavy, your knee joints make a crackling sound as if you are complaining? Or just bending down to tie your shoelaces makes you have to stop to catch your breath? If it sounds familiar, then your body is probably sending you an important signal that most people ignore. According to statistics at the London Institute of Geriatric Medicine, nearly 40% of people over 60 years old are going through a state sarcopenia, loss of muscle mass due to lack of exercise. The scary thing is, this process is so silent that you don't even notice it until one day you find your valve can't stand up without holding the armrests. But the good news is, if you activate your body properly, you can completely reverse this process, regain strength, flexibility, and freedom in every step. I remember one of my patients, Mr. Harris, 64, a retired teacher from Kent. He came to see me in a depressed mood. I still go for a walk every morning, but my legs are getting weaker. My back hurts all the time and I feel much older, he said. At first, he thought it was just normal muscle fatigue, but then he started trip down the steps and feel standing for a long time is tiring. After examining him, I found that his leg and back muscles had lost more than 25% of their mass compared to the average. That is sarcopenia. I showed him 3 simple exercises, natural movements that everybody knows how to do. Sit down, stand up, squat, adaptive push-ups, and lifting light objects from the floor. Basic deadlift. Those 3 seemingly simple exercises changed his entire life. After 8 weeks, he returned with a completely different smile. I just climbed the stairs without stopping, doctor. That was the moment I was sure. Strength does not fade with age. It only goes dormant when we stop challenging our bodies. In today's story, I, Dr. Noah Jupe, will share with you the real reason why your body gets weaker even though you are still active every day. 3 simple, safe exercises can help restore strength in just a few minutes each morning. And the secret to maintaining energy, balance, and confidence into your 60 seconds, 70 seconds, and even 80 seconds. All are based on evidence-based medicine, easy to do at home, and suitable for anyone who wants to maintain your independence as long as possible. And if you really want to understand how Mr. Harris and thousands of others regained his strength after turning 60, right now, let me go into the next part. But before we go any further, don't forget follow, comment, and subscribe to the channel so as not to miss other useful shares. Whoever wants to know more, leave comment number 1, okay? Now, I want to tell you about the first exercise. It seems simple, but it is the foundation of every movement in everyday life. Squat, or in other words, the act of sitting down and standing up. You do it almost every day without even realizing it. When you sit down in a chair, get up from bed, bend down to get a cup of tea from a low shelf. It's all a squat. But as we age, muscles weaken, knees become stiff, and backs become unstable, making even simple movements challenging. So relearning how to sit down and stand up properly not only makes you healthier, but all how to ensure your own independence. I showed Mr. Harris an easy and safe way to start. Place a chair behind you, feet shoulder-width apart, keep your back straight and lower yourself until your butt just touches the edge of the chair, then stand back up. Don't let your knees go past your toes, and don't lean forward too much, I stressed. Imagine there is a string pulling you up from the top of your head. At first, he was a little shaky. Every time he bent down, I could see his body tense up as if he were afraid of falling. But after 2 weeks, he could do it 10 times in a row without touching the chair. 3 weeks later, he said, "Now I can stand up from the sofa without using my hands." It is a sign of real power returns, not at the gym, but in his own home. I often tell my patients, squats are a lesson in trust between you and your legs. When your legs are strong, everything else becomes easier. From climbing stairs, carrying grocery bags, to taking a walk with the kids. According to the British Institute of Sports Science, BIS, people who maintain the habit of squatting at least 3 times a week after the age of 60 have a lower risk of falling, 48% compared to people who do not exercise. A very thoughtful number. However, I also remind you that Practicing correctly is more important than practicing often. If you feel pain in your knees, don't try to go too far. Reduce the depth or use a chair for support. The goal is not to show off, but to maintain a steady, controlled, and even movement. When the quadriceps and gluteus muscles are properly activated, they act as armor to protect the knee joint, rather than damaging it as many people worry. Here's the interesting thing. Squats not only improve strength, but all direct impact on bone density. The mechanism is very simple. When you put a load on your bones, your body will understand that it needs to strengthen to adapt. Thanks to that, your bones will absorb calcium better, slowing down the rate of osteoporosis, which is common in postmenopausal women and men over 65. I once had a patient, Mrs. Collins, 68, who had stage 1 osteoporosis. After 5 months of gentle exercise with controlled squats, her bone density increased by almost 9%. She told me with emotion, "I feel 10 years younger just because I can carry my shopping bag without fear." I love to see the light in their eyes when they realize power is something they can regain on their own without medicine or miracles. Just a few minutes each morning is enough to send your body a message. I still need you to be active. Don't retire. If you're listening to this and thinking, "I've never done squats, is it too late?" The answer, it's never too late. Start in a chair, take it slow, breathe evenly, and let your body adjust. After a few weeks, you will find that you can stand up easier, walk lighter, and feel more relaxed. And if you're ready to go further, I'll show you a second exercise. One that strengthens the upper body, keeps it flexible, and protects the shoulders and back from degeneration. You may know that exercise, but today, I will show you a special version for people over 60 years old, safe and surprisingly effective. Now, let's explore the second exercise with me. But before we continue, don't forget follow, comment, and subscribe to the channel. I can share more tips to help you be healthier every day. And if anyone wants to know more, leave comment number 1. Okay, now let's move on to the upper body, the part that keeps you stable, steady, and confident in every movement. Shoulders, chest, and arms. And the second exercise I want to share is modified push-ups. Simple exercise, but has amazing power if you do it correctly. When I say push-ups, most people wince. They picture lying on their stomachs, lifting themselves up and down and think, "I can't do that." But the truth is, you don't need to touch the floor. To benefit from this exercise, all you need is a sturdy wall, table, or countertop. I remember the first time I taught Mr. Harris how to do push-ups against the wall. He laughed and said, "Doctor, will this help?" I said, "A lot. Just keep at it. Is a divot." I showed him how to place his hands at shoulder level, lean forward slightly, lift his heels slightly, inhale as he lowered himself toward the wall, and exhale as he pushed away. Keep your abs gently contracted, shoulders still, back straight, I reminded. The first day, his hands shook. He had to stop after every few movements. But after a week, his arms felt stronger and his shoulders hurt less. 3 weeks later, he moved from the wall to the kitchen table, then to the edge of a chair. "I never thought I could do this after 60, he said, his voice tinged with pride. And I know not only did his physical strength improve, but also proactive spirit and life are also coming back. What I love about this exercise is that it impacts on multiple muscle groups at the same time: chest, shoulders, triceps, upper back, and abs. These muscles help you do everything: open doors, carry heavy bags, push shopping carts, or simply maintain an upright posture while standing for long periods of time. Many people over 60 complain of having hunched shoulders or neck pain, and the cause often lies in shortened chest muscles, weakened back muscles. Adaptive push-ups help rebalance these two areas, improving natural posture while reducing pressure on the cervical and lumbar spine. I often tell my patients, if the feet are the foundation, then the upper body is the pillar of confidence. When you feel like you can resist even a small portion of your body weight, you will realize that strength lies not in muscles, but in initiative. And for the elderly, push-ups also bring another benefit that few people notice. Improve balance when you do push-ups. Your entire core has to work to keep your body stable. It's a natural exercise that helps you avoid falling. There was an old lady named Margaret, 72, once told me that she was afraid to go shopping alone because her arms were not strong enough to push a shopping cart. After 6 weeks of doing wall push-ups every morning, she returned with a big smile. Now I can push a cart full of groceries without breathing, and my shoulders don't hurt anymore. I looked at her and thought, this is real strength, not for competition, but for to live freely. If you want to try, start with wall push-ups. Place your hands at shoulder level, lean slightly, tighten your abs, and do 10-12 reps. Once you get used to it, try lowering the angle using a kitchen table or chair to increase the difficulty. Just 3 sets a day, 4 or 5 days a week should be enough to see a difference in less than a month. And don't forget, quality over quantity. With each push, focus on feeling the power flowing from your palms to your shoulders, then down your chest. That feeling, even if it lasts for a few seconds, is proof that your body is awakening. After Mr. Harris got used to the push-ups, I said, now we're ready for the final part, an exercise that engages the entire body, from shoulders to legs. He looked at me and smiled. Another challenge? Yes, I replied, but it is the most wonderful challenge because it teaches you how to bend down, lift up, and master your own body. End quote. End quote. End quote. Now, let's explore the third exercise, the one considered the king of all movements, which helps protect the back, strengthen the legs, and restore the flexibility that many people think they have lost. But before moving on to the next part, don't forget follow, comment, and subscribe to the channel so you don't miss out on other helpful guides. And if anyone wants to know more, leave comment number 1, okay? Now we come to the final exercise, the exercise that I call the golden key to restoring full body strength, light deadlift, or in other words, lift objects from the floor. If squats help you stand firmly, push-ups help you gain confidence with your upper body, then deadlifts are the exercise that connects everything, from feet, thighs, hips, back to shoulders. Many people think that lifting objects is a simple task that everyone can do, but the truth is, it is in these simple movements that many serious injuries occur, especially in the lower back. I have seen many patients with back pain simply from bending down to pick up a pair of socks or lifting a shopping bag incorrectly. I told Mr. Harris, this exercise is not for you to lift heavier, but for you to learn how to lift correctly. I handed him a canvas bag containing 2 moderately heavy bottles of water. Imagine this is your shopping basket. I showed him how to stand, feet hip-width apart, toes slightly turned out, back straight, chest slightly open, eyes looking forward. Then I instructed, bend down, bi-push hips back, not bending your back. Knees slightly bent, hands gripping the bag, keeping the bag close to your legs, then push the heels into the ground to stand up. Tighten your glutes and abs. At first, he was a little clumsy, as if he had to learn how to bend down all over again. But after a few sessions, he got used to it and felt something strange. Lighter back, more balanced, and no longer afraid of bending low. The deadlift is a great exercise because it activates the entire posterior chain of muscles in the body, from the hamstrings, glutes, lumbar to the shoulders. This is the power chain that helps you stand up straight, lift heavy objects, and move flexibly every day. According to research from the University of Exeter, older people who practice light lifting exercises with proper technique at least 3 times a week reduce their risk of chronic back pain by up to 50%. While improving hip flexibility, a key factor in helping you walk more confidently. After 60, you don't stop because you're old. You get old because you stop moving. One of the reasons why many older adults fall is poor body control when bending down. When you do light deadlifts, your body relearns how to distribute weight properly. Knees, hips, and back work together. I once saw an old lady named Evans, 70 years old, said, I was afraid to bend down to pick things up just because I kept thinking it would hurt. After 6 weeks of training, she smiled as she said, now I can bend down to pick up a fallen milk carton without asking for help. My back is fine, no pain at all. To me, nothing is more precious than the feeling that someone can take back control of your body. Many people ask me, do you need weights, doctor? The answer is optional. You can start with just a water bag, a few books, or even 2 empty bottles. The most important thing is not the weight, but the body's coordination. You are teaching the muscle groups to remember their tasks. And once your body remembers, It will protect you from unfortunate injuries during your daily work. I said to Mr. Harris, "You see, your body always has the ability to relearn. You just have to be patient and teach it." Now he can bend down, pick up things, carry heavy bags without fear. He told me that for the first time in years, he could carry potted plants into the garden without back pain. And when I saw him smile, I knew that what he had regained was not just strength, but also faith. 3 exercises, squats, adaptive push-ups, and light deadlifts, is the golden trio that helps maintain flexibility, strength, and independence after the age of 60. No expensive equipment, no fancy gym, just a small space in your home and 15 minutes a day, you can change your health future. Because the goal is not to stay young, but to grow old and free. Walk by yourself, take care of yourself, and enjoy every day with a healthy body. I want to thank you from the bottom of my heart for taking the time to listen, and most of all for taking care of your health. If you found this story helpful, please share it with your loved ones. Who knows, just a little video might help them find the joy of exercise again. And don't forget follow, comment, and subscribe to the channel to not miss the latest tutorials from me, Dr. Noah Jupe. Who wants to know more? Leave comment number 1. Okay. In the following video, I'm going to reveal to you how to maintain strength and flexibility with just one simple morning routine. Helps your body stay alert, your joints flexible, and your mind full of energy all day long. Don't miss it.